today's video, we are pushing pizza to a next level. It is one of the most popular foods in the world. Now, can it be any better? Especially for the king of all pizzas, the Neapolitan style? Today, we're going to be using MSG to see how much we can push it. The more MSG, the better, isn't it? What do you guys think?
What did you do to that pizza?
And everything starts off with the poulish. You just gotta combine all of these ingredients, let it rest at room temperature for 1 hour, and then stick it in the fridge overnight. Here's how we're gonna run this experiment. For my pizza dough recipe, you need 30 grams of salt. And instead of using that, I'm gonna be replacing it completely with MSG. There will be no salt on the dough at all. So first, we have to throw in all of the poulish. Then you gotta measure out 700 grams of water and save half a cup. Make sure that water is nice and cold because everything goes in with the poulish. Start blending that and set your timer for 20 minutes. Then you want to add 11 grams of flour. And since I'll be making 2 recipes, one will have 30 grams of MSG and the other recipe will just have regular salt. Now we let the machine do its thing. After about 10 minutes, add the remaining water little by little. And by the time you're done with all of the cold water, the dough is almost ready. To finish it up, add some olive oil into a counter and remove all of the dough from the mixer. Then you want to stretch out the dough. Italians call this the camicia fold, which translates to a shirt. Now fold everything into itself, make a nice tight ball, add a little bit of olive oil right on top, and cover it up for 30 minutes. Once the time is up, uncover it and immediately start making the dough balls. Once they're done, they should be nice and pretty like this. Then put them down in a box, add a little bit of olive oil on top, and let them rise. As now, it's time to make some pizzas. The first one we're going to be doing is the traditional Margherita. These are the MSG dough. So using a good amount of semolina and flour mix, I went ahead and started stretching the dough. Then it was time for some tomato sauce, which by the way, if you've never made some, it's quite simple. Into a bowl, you want to throw in some canned tomatoes, crush them really good. Then you want to get some nice fresh basil and throw them in there. To finish it up, just add olive oil, followed by salt, mix everything well, and your sauce is done. It doesn't get any easier than that. There's no need to cook since it's gonna go in the pizza oven. Once the sauce has been added, go ahead and add some fresh mozzarella right on top. To finish it up, add some Parmigiano Reggiano followed by a little bit of olive oil, and now it's ready to go into the oven. Every pizza we're making today is Neapolitan style, and this thing cooks in about 60 seconds. Because once it's done, check it out. We have the traditional Margherita pizza. Keep in mind that I'm making 2 of them, one with the MSG dough and the other one just the traditional method. But in order to really understand if this test works, I'm gonna make a few more. The very next one starts almost identical to the previous one. However, on top of everything, I went ahead and added some pepperoni. Now into the peel it goes. I made sure to stretch it as big as possible and cook it in a super hot oven. Like I mentioned, this takes no time at all. To make it even better, I drizzle some hot honey right on top. And of course, a tiny basil to be healthy. This one is gonna please a lot of people. Visually, there is no differences between the MSG and the control. Nice beautiful bubbles were formed on the crust and it's still super crunchy. But there's one more pizza I gotta do that I think it's gonna be even better than all the others. And it starts off pretty normal. Once it's stretched, I threw in some tomato sauce, followed by Parmigiano Reggiano, then immediately goes into the oven. Once it's fully cooked, set it down on the table, as now we gotta prepare this special ingredient. It's called stracciatella. And if you've never had it, it's basically the thing that is inside of a burrata. It's delicious. Just make sure to let it drain out a little bit before putting it on the pizza. If not, it's gonna be way too wet. But we're not done yet, as we still need the most important ingredient, and that would be this. 3 beautiful wagyu picanhas. You gotta keep the seasoning quite simple. A good amount of salt and that's it. As once it's fully seasoned, outside we went to the grill. Whenever you cook a picanha, the first thing you want to do is to put a nice wonderful sear. Be really careful though, because the fat will start melting on you and you will get flare-ups. All you gotta do is twist the grill to put it in indirect heat so things can calm down. Repeat the process as many times as needed to ensure that you get a nice beautiful crust. Golden brown is what you're looking for. As once the picanha looks nice and beautiful, add in a thermometer so you can cook it in indirect heat. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. As once that's done, your picanhas are ready. And if you've never had this cut, take a look. It is what I like to call the perfect steak. To say that it is the best steak I ever had is an understatement. It's just perfect. perfect. But to put it on a pizza, we gotta slice it super thin, almost like sashimi style. As once that's done, I add it right on top of the stracciatella, followed by an incredible creamy sauce. To make it, it's super simple. Into a food processor, throw in some garlic, followed by anchovies, lemon juice, lemon zest, Dijon mustard, and mayo. Now blend everything on high and add this delicious sauce to the steak pizza. Because to finish it up, put a basil right in the middle and add a tiny bit of olive oil. This is by far the best pizza I've ever made in my life. You are gonna understand the reason why right now.
All right, everybody, and here we got our beautiful pizzas. What do you guys think?
I'm starving, Guga. I haven't eaten all day.
So here's the deal, though. There's an experiment going on.
Okay.
I want your brutally honest opinion here, okay? Now, these toppings are exactly the same. There's no differences between them at all. The only difference is the dough. One dough has a special ingredient and the other one doesn't. So let's begin right here.
We start real far from the picanha, huh?
That's right. Shout out to my brother Vito for teaching me how to make an incredible pizza. I am forever grateful to you, Vito. Without you, this pizza would not have happened. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. If I didn't say thank you, Vito, before, I'm gonna say it again. Thank you, Vito, because this is pizza perfection.
Heaven. What do you think, Sebastian?
So good. I miss this pizza.
It's good,
I
right?
missed it.
That is amazing, everybody. You guys think? You like it?
I did a magic trick. My pizza gone.
Now I want to know your opinion on this one. Please grab it. I want to know if there's any difference and how much the difference is. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Wow!
It's squeezing my cheeks.
What do you mean by that?
That to me is incredible, everybody.
After tasting that first slice of pizza, I thought it was impossible for pizza to get better, and somehow you were able to make it taste better.
When I took the bite, it tasted like a regular pizza, but it kept lingering.
It just stays in your mouth. Like right now, everything is down here on the belly, everybody, but I'm telling you right now, it's still feeling in my mouth. Like, it's just stay, and it's like, it's a wonderful taste, everybody. It is incredible.
It's kind of like the same way how when you taste wagyu, you get an oil that coats your mouth and you can still taste that steak after you swallow it. You get kind of the same effect with this pizza. It coats your mouth with a pizza aftertaste.
At least to me, this one tastes better for you.
I agree. No doubt. Definitely better.
So here's the deal with this pizza.
Okay.
This one here, I use regular salt. But instead of using salt on this one, I just use MSG. The same exact amount. Nothing crazy, not too much, everybody. But it actually made the pizza better, at least for us. Now, what I want to know is if the toppings makes any difference. So here's what I recommend. Fold it on the top, and let's take a bite. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
You feel a little bit of that sweetness of the hot honey?
That's actually really fucking good.
Good, huh?
The hot honey adds a surprising sweetness that I was not expecting whatsoever, but it's pretty freaking good.
Absolutely delicious. But can we do this one?
Please, I've been
Can we do
dying
this
for it.
one? All right, Sebastian, go for it. Grab yours. Hold that front. There you go. I mean, take a look at that pizza. Wow, look at the crust, everybody. Nice and bubbly at the same time, crunchy. And even though this pizza has been here for a little bit, I just want you to hear, please.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. That is damn good.
You said this is wagyu?
Yes. Are you having any? Are you okay?
I don't know. There's too many flavors going around.
The other toppings were really delicious, but it does not compare to that nice beefy wagyu, that sauce on it too. It's so nice, and the fat seeps into the bread of the pizza, absorbing that flavor, absorbing that beefiness.
I've made a lot of pizza after I had a master class with Vito, and I can honestly say, everybody, this is my best combination so far. Would you guys agree?
100%.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe. Remember, everything I use is always on the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.